Hello, good morning, students. Today I will start a second chapter, that is matter around us pure? Okay. In this also we are telling about what is the meaning of matter. Anything which occupies space and having a mass, that is known as matter. As in our first chapter also I have told to you, and that was the matter. Now in this one they are saying is matter around us pure. Meaning is this, is really a matter is pure? From my side I am saying no, because it may be a pure substances also, it may have impure substances also. Okay, let's see here. Actually I am giving the lecture from the book so that you should know everything, every topic, and what the things you want to write in your copy by making your own notes, you can make it. So pure substances, here it is written all the matter around us is not pure. The matter around us is of two types. One is pure substances and impure substances. Impure substances is also called as mixtures. Okay, it is also called as mixtures. Before starting this, I would like to tell you about a one flow chart which I have made, and you also make in your copy that flow chart. Let's see here. Okay, this is the matter. Matter is divided into two types. One is the pure substances and second is the impure substances. Pure substances is divided into two types. One is elements and second is compound. Now, one is element and second is a compound. In a compound we are telling about a proportional. In a elements we are telling about electrons, ions and other things. Now, elements may also divide into three types. One is metal, second is non-metal and third is metalloids. Fine, this is we are telling about, this is the pure substances. Now next is impure substances. Impure substances means mixtures is the impure substances. It is of two types. One is homogeneous mixture and second is a heterogeneous mixture. I would like to give one example of homogeneous mixture. Like in this one we are adding a sugar plus water, means sugar solution is formed. Heterogeneous, we have taken a chalk and water we have taken, both the things, and we mix it. Okay, it means it cannot fully dissolve in water. One thing which not dissolve in water, that is known as heterogeneous mixtures. So again I am repeating this one. Matter is of two types. One is pure and second is impure. Pure is of elements and compounds. Elements is of three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Fine. After this, then compounds are here. Impure substances two types. One is homogeneous and second is heterogeneous. Homogeneous, we are taking an example of sugar solution. Salt solution means a solute is added in a solvent and form a solution. This is a homogeneous mixture. And next is a heterogeneous mixture, that is we can take a chalk and water, and chalk not dissolve in water, it settle down, and that's why it is said to be a heterogeneous mixture. So this is a flow chart. This flow chart please make it in your copy. Okay, now next come to here. Now pure substances, elements and compounds, which I have told you before. Now what is the meaning of the pure substances? A pure substance is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. In a pure substances, only one kind of particle will takes place. There is no group of particles takes place. So we can say pure substances is one which is made up of only one kind of atoms or molecules. Only one kind things are using here. Okay, like for an example we are using here bromine, iodine, carbon, sulfur, iron. We are not using like carbon dioxide, copper dioxide, silver dioxide. No, only single things we are using. This is we are telling about what? These things we are telling about in a pure substances. Okay. Now next is impure substances. Impure substances said to be a mixture. Now what definition of the mixture? A mixture is a one which contains two or more different kinds of particles. Means different kinds of particles are there. I am giving an example to you, like sugar I have taken and water I have taken. Now sugar I am taking in a small amount. A thing which is taken in a small amount, that is a solute. A thing which is taken in a more amount, that is a solvent. Here I would like to tell you, this is the glass. Fine. In this glass I have put it a sugar here, and in here full water. Now what thing is more? Water is more, it means it is a solvent. And what thing is less? That is the sugar, that is solute. A small thing is called as solute, a bigger thing is called as solvent. So in this one, what they are saying, a mixture is one which contains two or more different kinds of particles. A mixture contains two or more pure substances mixed together. Two pure substances mixed together. These are various examples: salt solution, sugar solution, milk. Various examples are there. Now I have given a flow chart. Here also a flow chart is there. You can see this flow chart. Matter is of two types. One is pure substances, second is impure substances. Impure substances, again I have said, it is a mixture. Now what is a pure substances? Only one substance present, no impurities. In this one, only one substance is present, not two substances are present. In this one, two substances or more than two substances is also present, that is a mixtures. Now in a pure substances, two things are coming. One is element and second is a compound. Elements cannot be divided into simpler substances. Elements cannot be divided, means it cannot be split into two or more simpler substances. By heating, by light, nothing should be used here. It cannot be split. In a compounds made from elements chemically bound together. Now this is the compound. It is made up of these elements, joining the elements to form a compound. Now homogeneous and heterogeneous. I tell you before, substance completely mixed, that is a homo. Substance separate, means cannot mix, chalk water, that is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, understood till here? Okay, I am showing to a full page to you. What the things you want to write it in your copy, you can write it. Okay, I am showing you properly. Okay, now our next is, we are telling some topics are there here. We are telling about these topics. Okay, first is they are telling about the malleability. Now beta, this is a very important. What is malleability, ductility? What is that? See, the property which allow the metal to be hammered into a sheets. Now aluminum foil is coming, big size it is coming. When their hammering process takes place, by the hammer they are beating, and it changes into a thin sheet. But one thing is very important, it cannot be break. That is called as malleability. Okay, that is called as malleability. The property which allow the metal to be drawn or stretched into wires. Now in this one, a metal which is stretched into a wires without breaking. In this is also without breaking takes place. That is called as ductility. Next is the property due to which non-metal break into pieces or hammering is called brittleness. Now see beta, in this one it hammered, in this also it will be hammered, but in this one it cannot break. In this one it can break. That's why it is said to be a brittleness, and it is said to be a malleability. In a ductility, there is hammering process takes place, but it stretched into wires, means wires is coming as it form a wire. Next is elements. Before also elements I have told to you, it cannot be split into two or more substances. Here only these things is written. An element is a substance which cannot be split up two or more substances by the usual chemical method by applying heat, light or electric energy. Means these things we are applying, then also it cannot be split. Understood? and some various examples are there. You can see those examples. There are 100. This is very important. You can write it. I am showing this page to you so that you can make your notes. There are 118 elements known at present. Out of 118, 92 elements occurs from the nature, and the rest 23 who has made, it was made by the person, means artificially it is made. Every substance in this world is made up of one or more of these elements. Now some common elements. Beta elements, as we are starting, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, these all things are elements. Means periodic table is made up of elements only. It is of hydrogen, helium, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, sulfur. These all things are element. Fine. Now next is, means there are various elements. Various elements are there. So here you can see phosphorus, chlorine, bromine, iodine, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, aluminium, copper, silver. These all things are elements. Now what they are saying? Diamond and graphites are also elements. But diamond and graphite, one thing is very important. They are also called as allotropes, which you will study in higher classes. About the allotropes in 11th standard you will study. Fully knowledge you can got it from allotropes. Allotropes is formed by the carbon. Carbon atoms are taking place in the allotropes. Okay. After this, each element is represented by a separate symbol. For an example, if I am using your hydrogen, H by DROGEN. Hydrogen, the symbol is H. Hydrogen, helium, second I am using helium. Helium, it is He. And rest things. Like here chlorine, Cl, phosphorus, P, bromine, Br, iodine, I, sodium, Na, potassium, K, magnesium, Mg, calcium, Ca, aluminium, Al, copper, Cu. Understood? Like this, all things having the symbols also. Elements can be solids, liquids or gases. Elements may anything, it can be solid, liquid or gases. Some elements are solid, some elements are liquid, whereas other elements are gases at room temperature. Right? Sodium and carbon elements are solid, mercury and bromine elements are liquid. This thing is very important. Please write it in your copy. This thing is very, very important. Okay? See what the things is at room temperature, what the things become a gas, what the things is become a mercury and bromine elements are liquid, whereas hydrogen and oxygen elements are gases at room temperature, whereas only two elements, mercury and bromine, are liquid at room temperature. So these type of questions is coming in 1 marks. This one till here, it is very important, and you can write it also. Okay, next is similarly, sugar is a common material which is made up of 3 elements: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Sugar is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. How it is? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, they are saying. Like here we will take an example of glucose. Okay, C6H12O6. Fine. That's why by this it form a by the glucose it form a sugar. That's why they are saying it is used as C for carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, CHO. Now just as 26 letters of the English alphabets combine in various different ways to make a very large number of words, in the same way a few elements combine together in a very different way to make an extremely large number of materials and objects. Now the meaning of this. Now this thing CHO is formed now. This CHO, now this thing is from a compound. Here the word meaning, this is this. Means 3 things are combined together, it form a large number of material. If only C is here, it means it is only an element. Only H is here, it means it is only an element. Okay. So one more time I am going to show you. See here, is matter around us pure? Fine. This is the flow chart. You can make this flow chart. After this, you can write it from here. Then elements. After elements, you can complete it. Various example you can complete it till here, and rest things will continue afterwards. Thank you and have a nice day.